Bring your hands to Namaskarasana. Relax the shoulders. Relax the eyes. Release the tongue. Bring the weight back into the heels. Tighten the kneecaps. Tighten the hips. So squeezing the hips together. Lift up the chest. Lengthen the spine. And then allow yourself to breathe. Take 3 deeper inhalations. Letting the breath wash over the brain, allowing it to feel that coolness as you inhale. Relaxing the skin on the back of the neck, the back of the body as you exhale. Relax the skin around the eyes. Release the tongue. I'm going to start this morning with 3 Oms. You can say them internally within your own mind, or you can belt them out. Wherever in between those 2 feels comfortable for you. Lift your heart to your head, bow the head to the heart, open the eyes, release the hands, raise the face. Good morning, good afternoon or good evening. Interlace the fingers, push the palms away, raise the arms up, stretch up. Urdhva Hasta Baddha Angulyasana, in Tadasana. Spread out the toes, take the weight back into the heels and lift and lengthen your spine. If it's too much in the wrists, then you can always separate the hands and have the palms facing each other. And allow the breath to go up and up and up into the ribs whilst you ground down and down and down into the heels. Kneecaps drawn up, thighs firm, lift out of the pelvis. Now feel the length you've created on the left and the right side of your body. Okay? And then lower the arms down. Keep that lift through the trunk. Now you're going to go immediately to opposite interlace. So that means the other baby finger is on the bottom and the other thumb is on the top. It's quite tricky. I've been trying to do this for years and I still get it wrong. Okay, so interlace the fingers. No, that was right. And then push the palms away. And then raise the arms up again. So it should feel a little bit odd. Sort of through the hands, the feedback through the hands. Our hands are so used to holding in one particular manner, especially if we've got a regular yoga practice. Stretch up again, stretch up again, stretch up again. Go on, feel the length. And then just make sure you're not adding too much tension through the back of the neck. So release the neck, relax the eyes and release the tongue. And that's a little bit of silence for those of you who know me and know I find it very hard to be quiet. And then exhale, lower the arms down and come back to Tadasana. So Tadasana is where we recollect ourselves. We recollect our legs, we recollect our waist, we recollect our ribs. Make sure the neck is soft. It's Samasthiti, same state, simple balance. Okay, we're going to move into tree pose. Alright, so you're going to bend up your right leg. So balance on your left leg and notice how the centre of gravity has shifted. If that's all you can do, that's fine. You stay there, work on your balance. Pick the leg up, the heel comes to the top of the thigh, toes point down. Grip the hips together, stretch out through the arms, turn the arms up, but as you turn the arms up, take the shoulder blades down the back and then raise the arms up. Lift up evenly, left and right side. Breathe. Relax the eyes, keep the gaze soft. Gaze forwards. Exhale, lower the arms down and bring the legs together. Stand tall. Now compare the left and the right side. Grip in, recollect yourself, and then let's go to the second side. Pick up the left leg. Put the toes pointing down, heel to the top of the thigh. Now press the heel into the thigh whilst pressing the hip, the thigh bone back in towards the heel. Take the bent knee back. Lift the chest and then stretch the arms out. Turning the palms up, raise the arms up. Keep the gaze forwards, lift the heart. Now feel from both sides of the hips that you're evenly extending, left and right side. Keep the standing leg strong and lift the inner leg. So you do that by pressing down the mound of the big toe and lifting up the kneecap and then lifting right up into the inner leg groin. Stretch up, but keep the legs connected. Lower the arms, come back to Tadasana. Breathe. Compare the left and the right side. Now let's go back to the first side. Now you know what you're doing. Pick up your right leg. Do you want me to leave you in silence so you can feel it for yourself? You know the actions. Lift the chest. Take the gaze a little higher and feel like you're giving yourself up to the universe. Take me! And then lower the arms down and release the leg down. Stand tall, grip the hips together, open up the chest. Second side. Toes point down so the foot comes to the centre of the thigh. If your foot keeps slipping off, for your first top tip, practice it in when you've had a bath. So you just got skin on skin or just in your knickers or your shorts. Okay, it's much harder in leggings. Open up the chest. Raise the arms up only because the leggings are slightly more slippery. Breathe. And again, stretch up those arms, give yourself to the universe. I'm yours. And on the flip side of that, you're mine. Keep smiling. Feel the inherent joy that's coming up from your heart. Lower the arms down. And bring the legs together. Now collect yourself, Tadasana, mountain pose. Think of the beauty of a mountain, thinking how it's strong and stable. Lift the chest, breathe. Relax the eyes and release the tongue. We're going to do triangle, Utthita Trikonasana. Walk or jog the legs 3.5 to 4 feet apart. Stretch out the arms, lift up the chest. Extend out through to the fingertips. Turn your left toes in a little. Turn your left toes in a little. Turn the whole of the right leg out to 90 degrees. Exhale, go down. Open across the shoulders. Press into the back leg. And then turn the head and look up towards the thumb. Expand out across the shoulders, expand out across the collarbones. Press into the outer blade of the back foot, turn the head to face forwards, inhale, come up. Bring the feet to face forwards, extend out, compare the left and the right side. Now turn your right toes in a little, turn the whole of the left leg out to 90 degrees. Kneecaps firm. Legs strong, exhale, go down. Rolling the shoulder blades back. Lengthen both sides of the neck. Press the outer blade of the back foot down and then turn the head. Look up towards the thumb. Open the chest. Breathe. Feel like you're lengthening the back of your neck, enabling you to turn to look up more. And then inhale, come up. Bring the feet to face forwards. Stretch out. Bring the hands in, bend the knees, bounce the legs together. Lift the chest. Tadasana. So those of you that are observant might see that I've got some bricks just behind me. So what you can do is you can place those bricks on their top, the short end, the little square end. I think we need to think of some proper names. So this is the top end, okay? Proper names for bricks. Make sure that they're kind of, you're not going to knock them over when you're going to jump the legs apart. And then when you're ready, legs wide. Okay, turn the left foot in, turn the right leg out. Now let's forget about this left hand and place your hand to your hip. Now exhale, go down, and you can reach for the brick. And then place the hand flat on the brick, lift the chest and look down. So check that the knee is going over the foot. So it's in a straight line, so you've got no pressure on that inner knee. Alright, and if it's painful on the back of the leg, press more into the mound of the big toe. Lift the chest, so if it's too much you can micro bend your leg. And then raise the top arm up. Now ideally we're looking for a straight line through the arm or towards a straight line, up. And then turn the head and look up towards the thumb and lift and lengthen your chest towards your face and lift and lengthen the spine towards the back of the skull whilst taking the tailbone away from the skull. Breathe. Keep expanding into the feet, into the hands. And inhale, come up. Feet to face forwards. Take a breath in, breath out. Enjoy that sense of width in the body. Now turn the right toes a little, turn the whole of the left leg out to 90 degrees. Let's forget this right arm, and then exhale, go down. This is really funny. I can't get my lefts and rights right, although I do this all the time. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, kneecaps lifted, and try and pull the spine, lengthen the spine forwards. Yeah, so I say pull, it's not really the right word. Extend. Take the top arm up, your right hand. Turn the chest, turn the ribs, turn the trunk. Lastly, turn the head, so you're not craning your neck around to look up. If it's too much, turn your head to face forwards. That should feel fine. If that's too much, turn the head to face down. So we're here and we're just experimenting and we're feeling. We don't want to catch our bodies. We don't want to upset our bodies. We're trying to nourish our bodies. Inhale, press into the back foot, extend up into the fingers, come up. Bring the feet to face forwards. Open up the chest, open up the heart. Fingers in, bend the legs, bounce the legs together without falling off to one side, and stretch the arms down. Lift the chest, relax the eyes, release the tongue. Tadasana. Okay, Utthita Prajnakonasana, the extended sideways stretch. Raise the hands, bend the knees, legs wide. 4.5 to 5 feet. So we're aiming to have the front leg as a right angle. So if you just look this way, turn your left toes in a little, turn the whole of the right leg out to 90 degrees, and then bend the leg. So we're aiming to sit deep in the pose whilst keeping the back leg connected. And then exhale, place your hand on the brick because it's already there unless you moved it. And then bring the arm up and over the head. Now power through the back leg, extend through into the fingers of the top hand, and then turn the ribs and look up towards the ceiling. Keep the back of the neck long. You can do that by pretending to smell your armpit. Stretch through the fingers. Stretch through the back leg. Turn the palm. Inhale, come up. Bring the feet to face forwards. Getting the leg to a right angle is actually trickier than you think. It makes the thigh work really hard. But if you make the back leg work more, then sort of press into the heel of the back leg. That takes the pressure off that front right angle. So keep the weight going back. Make sure your leg is coming to a right angle. Place the hand down on the brick. You'll be grateful for it. And then bring the arm up and over the head. And one side is always easier than the other. So we have to know these things and not overstretch. So lengthen out and lengthen. So it's an extension from the outer heel straight through to the middle finger of that top hand. Keep the arches lifted. So you really feel that there's work through the hips, through the buttocks. Breathe. Turn the palm back, press into the outer edge of the back foot. Inhale, swing the arm up to come up. Bring the feet to face forwards. Jump the legs together. Okay, so now, if you found that easy with the bricks, you can either turn them down on their ends like this and have them ready waiting for you. Move them back, because if you're anything like me, the bricks kind of shuffle forwards as I go forwards. So I'm going to keep them there. And now I'm back here again. Lift the chest. So I have an option to put my hand on the brick, or I can cup my fingers. So I don't know if you can see, but if I do it there, then cupping the finger, I'll come forwards. Cupping the fingers is like this. It's not like this where you crush your fingers. You want to feel that the energy is drawing up. Okay? Ready? Utthita Parsvakonasana. Extended sideways stretch, second time. Legs wide. Stretch out the arms. Back foot in a little, whole of the front leg out. Bend the front leg, keeping the back leg straight. Place the hand down on the brick, see how it feels. Bring the arm up and over the head. Turn the ribs back, turn the hips back. Press the outer blades of the foot down. Breathe. Smelling your armpit. Pressing that outer heel down more. Notice how you want to sneak in on that back inner edge of that heel. Press the bent knee into your arm. Now don't cheat by taking your hand back and leaning back. You actually need to push that right buttock forwards. Inhale, come up. Bring the feet to face forwards. Drop the shoulders. Give yourself space between the shoulder blades. Now turn the right toes in a little and turn the whole of the left leg out. Exhale, bend the leg. Place the hand down and bring the arm up and over the head. Extend. Lengthen. Open the chest. Power through those legs. So make the bent leg feel very strong by lifting the arch. Check that you're not gripping the floor with your toes. Press the outer heel of the back foot down and breathe. Chin down. Inhale, come up. Bring the feet to face forward, stretch out. Legs together. Stand tall. Okay, so let's remove the bricks so you don't trip over them. Put them to one side. Now, I'll be perfectly honest, I have to develop my yoga practice with my props. So when you put them down, be as mindful, treat that as part of your yoga practice too. I'm working on it. Virabhadrasana 2, wonderful pose. Okay, the leg work is exactly the same. Bring strength into the legs. A nice opening of the heart. I should tell you what we're doing. Jumping your legs wide, 4.5 to 5 feet apart. Okay? And then exhale, you just bend that front leg again. But you're going to keep the body in line with the hips. So don't lean forwards. Stretch out the arms. And then you turn the head. And as I turn the head, I lengthen through the back of the neck. And I take my chin down just a little. The gaze point is towards the middle finger with both eyes. And you're looking almost like you've got eyes in the back of your skull and then looking towards the back hand. So you balance out those hands, opening up the chest. And Sneaky Me wants to just sort of think, can I just look back and see that? But really we're trying to develop our perception from behind as well as in front. Inhale, come up. Bring the feet to face forwards. Drop the shoulders. Open the heart. Turn the right toes in a little. Turn the whole of the left leg out to 90 degrees. Exhale, bend the leg. Keep the body in line with the hips. And then turn the head, look along the arm. Stretch out left to right hand. Stretch out left to right shoulder. Lengthen out, clavicle notch through to the shoulders. Relax the eyes and release the tongue. So you're a warrior, you're a very confident warrior, and you know you can handle any situation here. And if your shoulders are aching, lift your hands a little higher. Put some more oomph into the arms. And inhale, come up. Bring the feet to face forwards. Open the chest. Bring the hands in. Bend the knees, legs together. Breathe. Your arms should feel nice and long now, like you've had a good massage. Ready for a second time. Raise the hands, legs apart. Stretch out. Open the chest. Left foot in. Right leg out. Bend the leg. Sit down in the pose. Stretch out through the arms. Turn the head. Taking the bent knee back so that it does not come forwards of the ankle there. Either forwards to the front edge of the mat or the short end of your mat. Back leg straight and really push into the heel of that back foot. Inhale, come up. Bring the feet to face forwards. Open the shoulders, open the chest, front and back. So don't just fling those arms back. You've got to open the shoulder blades too. Turn your right toes in a little. Turn the whole of the left leg out to 90 degrees. Exhale, slide that knee forwards. Bring it to a right angle. Try not to lean back. Sit down in the pose. Turn the head, look along the arm. Even breathing. Legs firm. Palms open. And I'll count you down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Fill your space. 1, little bit more. Inhale, come up. Bring the feet to face forward. Stretch out. Bring the hands together. Jump the legs together and breathe. Stand in Tadasana. Bring the weight back into the heels. Open the chest, tailbone down, and feel like the spine is going up and up. Enjoy the sense of stillness. Release through the back of the neck. And imagine you've got a beautiful golden thread pulling you up towards the ceiling, pulling you up towards the sky, up into the universe, connecting you. Or just pretend there's a hook on your head and you're being hung by it. Okay, this is for the shoulders. All right, so I'm going to turn around. Okay, so here you're going to stretch your left arm forwards, bring the arm up your back, palm facing out, and open across the collarbones. Right arm stretches up, extend up, turn the palm back, clasp the elbows. Clasp the elbows, no, catch the hands. I was thinking about my elbow pointing towards the ceiling. Now it's a diagonal stretch from elbow to elbow. And then release. So some of you will be saying, but I can't catch. That's okay. I've been really sneaky here. This is my tougher side. So take a belt and throw it over your shoulder. Okay, now take the right arm, stretch it forwards, have the palm facing down, swoop the palm back, turning the hand out so the thumb comes on the inside. Bring the arm back, bend the arm, and you can take the belt, stretch the arm up, and bend the hand down, and you take the belt again. And you can creep the fingers. And those of you who haven't got a belt, don't worry. You can just have the hands touching to begin with, and then you can use a scarf, you can hold your t-shirt maybe, or just get the movement there. Remember, it's ahimsa, non-violence. Yeah, so don't do anything to upset the shoulders, the neck. We're not here to make our life harder, we're here to make our life easier through discipline. And then release. So I'll spin around. Okay, now you've got the idea. You can put the belt on the other side if you need it. There you go, it's nicely draped. It was quite madness. Welcome to the house of fun. Stretch the arms down. Swoop your, hang on, left arm, bring it up your back. Which means I've got my belt on the wrong side, sorry. Okay, so it's the arm that's on the bottom, the belt is on the opposite side, okay? Let's try again. Left arm, bring it up the back. Palm facing out, take the belt if you need it. Top arm, stretch it up, and then bind. Look forwards. Breathe up into the chest. It's a lovely chest opener. It's wonderful. And release. Stretch the arms down. Change the belt. Extend your right arm forwards. Bring the arm up the back. Raise the arm up. And pop the hand down. Open the chest. Bind, but don't bind too tight. Think about the diagonal length. Relax the eyes and release the tongue. Breathe. Into both sides of the rib cage. Lower the arms down. Open the chest. Close the eyes. And just bring your awareness back into the heels. Feel the inner energy coming up through the legs. And then remove your belt. Come a little bit closer. Alright, you're going to bring the arms to Garudasana, but I want you first of all just to give yourself a hug. So in times like these where we're having to sort of be a little bit more careful with our contact, you can hug yourself. Gentle rub of the hands on the shoulder blades should feel very nice. Now turn the hands down and you're going to, the lower arm, bring the arm up. The top arm, turn the hand out, so the palm is facing away from the midline. Bend the elbow, and you want to push the hands towards each other and then past each other. The lower hand comes onto the palm of the top hand. Drop the shoulders down and lift the chest. This is Garudasana arms. But if that's too much, just here. And then release. And then you have to change across, so you have to remember which one was on the top, which was on the bottom. Give yourself a hug the other way around. Little rub of the fingers to make you feel all snuggly. Palms down. So again, bend up the lower arm, palm away from midline. Turn the top arm, palm away from midline, fingers facing forwards, and bend the elbow. You then bring the backs of the hands towards each other. They glide past each other. The lower hand, fingertips come onto the palm. Drop the shoulders down, lengthen through the back of the neck and lift the elbows up. As you look towards your thumbs, they shouldn't be trying to come in contact with each other. They are trying to lengthen through with each other. Okay, so they're following the same line. It should look very beautiful. And then let the gaze just drift past the hands. And then release. Stretch the arms down, open up the chest. Okay, I'm going to step back on my mat so you can see the legs. So you're going to put your hands on your hips and balance. So you can do this. If you've got dodgy knees, just stay with bent legs. Okay, and just work here. Keep bringing the weight back into the heels. You're not going to cross one leg over the other. Okay, and if that's too much, stay with straight legs and work at drawing the legs up. Okay, but with bent legs, you're going to take your left leg and wrap it around your right leg. Hands on your hips. And make sure that the knee feels completely comfortable. You might be thinking, wow, that's more difficult than I thought it would be. And then come back to centre. So bend the legs. On this side, if you put your hand on the inner thigh and lift it up, you can allow the flesh to wrap a little tighter around the top thigh. And then you spiral the leg around without twisting in the knee. Bring your hips back to centre. Hands on hips, it will challenge your balance. You can always just put the toes to the floor. Okay? And then exhale, release. Now, I don't know about you, but I did aerobics once. And I couldn't grapevine, it was like arms and legs going everywhere. This is the same confusion for me. Okay, so you have to remember, the top leg is the lower arm. Okay, and you're going to try and simultaneously do it. So lift the chest. So you're going to go, if it's right leg, this is an arm, right leg. Okay, it's coming under and over. Ready? With an exhale, bend the legs simultaneously, cross the arms and cross the legs. Garudasana, eagle pose. Breathe. Relax the shoulders, focus on your balance, and gaze past your hands, and your hands suddenly become invisible. And then release. Harry Potter ain't got nothing on me. Open up the chest. And then do the second side. So simultaneously, remember, top leg, bottom arm. Ready? Exhale, find. Breathe. Relax the eyes and release the tongue. Taking the hips down a little, drawing the navel back towards the midline. Release the hands and stand tall. You can try that one again. Shall we? Go on then. Ready? On your marks, you know what you're doing. Get set, be stable, bend the legs, go! Don't move too quickly or you'll wobble like I just did. Neck soft, spine long, legs grounded. Being mindful you're not overstretching your knees. You're not overworking the knees. And then release the hands, release the legs, simultaneously unravel yourself. Open up the chest. So I like to think of Patanjali, the father of yoga, when I'm doing this, because if you look at the base of the statue, it has this coiled snake. and the leg coils around there as well. So last time, let's do this one for Patanjali. Exhale, simultaneously arms, legs. So even the top arm, you can think about the snake, the coiled snake energy coming up through the body. Relax the shoulders, relax the eyes, release the tongue, the sun's coming out. Breathe. Release the hands, release the legs, stand tall. You should feel so much taller than you did right at the beginning of class. Right at the beginning of your practice even. We've got Prasarita Padottanasana. Hands, jump the legs wide, open the chest. Hands to waist. Lift, as you lift the energy up through the ribs. Look up, open the chest. Press down into the feet. Kneecaps tight. Exhale, fold forwards, fingertips to the floor. Lift and lengthen through the front of the body. Lift the face forwards and draw the shoulders away. Then exhale, take the head down. Relax the head, relax the eyes, release the tongue. Inhale, look forwards. Walk the hands forwards. Shoulders away from the ears. Heel and toe the feet in towards each other. Bend the knees. Inhale, hands to waist, stand up, legs together. Okay? If you found you couldn't reach the floor or your legs weren't straightening, you've got your wooden bricks and put them in front of your mat. Really simple. So you learn these techniques, and then when you know the poses, you can just do them for you. Okay, it's like everything else. We need to learn the techniques and the technicalities first, so that then we can apply them to our mode of life, whatever we're doing. So pull the energy back up into the chest. Technicalities of the Tadasana. Ready? Walk or jump the legs apart. Bad backs, bad knees, please, I should have said this at the beginning, but make sure that you step. Legs wide. Stretch out the arms. Hands to waist. Lift the chest, look up. Kneecaps lifted, press the outer blades down with the feet. Exhale, fold forwards. Looking down for the bricks, and you can place your hands nice and flat in. Really good for the forearms here. Okay? Now, if you press the hands down and open up the fingers, roll the shoulders back and open the chest. Feel the legs. Have a look at your feet. The outer blades should be parallel to the outside edges of your mat. The heels pressing down and the toes long. Tighten the kneecaps. Open the chest. And exhale, place the hands to the floor if you can. See if you can get more length through the body. From here, walk the hands back in line with the feet, middle finger coming directly forwards. Release the head down. Now, if your head does not reach the floor, you can place something underneath it, like a brick. But remember, you're not balancing on your head, you're resting the crown of the head down. However, I'd hate you to shortchange yourself. So if you can reach the floor, lift up through the hips, open up the groins, fold forwards. Shoulders away from the ears, walking those hands back. Widening across the buttocks, lifting the inner leg groins up and pressing the outer heels down whilst lifting the arches up. Relax the neck, relax the eyes, release the tongue. Inhale, look forwards, extend. Walk your hands forwards and lengthen through the spine. Work the legs. Those of you that can, you can put your hands to your waist and inhale, come up. Those of you that need to draw the legs in, heel and toe the feet in, come up, bending the legs. Otherwise, place the hands to the hips, press down into the big toes, roll the shoulders back, inhale, neutral spine, come up. This is where you find out how strong your legs are. If your legs feel like you can jump them together, you can jump them together now. Otherwise, heel and toe the feet in until you can bring yourself to a place to jump the legs together. Lift the chest. So we've done our Prasarita Padottanasana. We're going to do dog head down, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Start by lying on your tummy, okay? So you're going to lie down. Please bear with me, because if you think you know the distance, you might not. It's always much longer. Hands underneath the shoulders. Stretch the legs away in line with the hips and then tuck the toes under. We're just going to do this the once, just to stretch out. Come up onto the knees. Lift up through the heels. Now here, get a good length through the front of your body. So you don't go for how much you can get the heels down. Go for from the back of the wrist. So press the mounds of the fingers down, but from the back of the wrists through the armpits, how long can you feel? From the armpits through the ribs, side ribs, how long can you feel? Through the side ribs to the waist, how long can you feel? Through the side waist to the hips, how long can you feel? From the hips to the buttocks, how long can you feel? Now, it's at this point that you're feeling very long now through your trunk. You may have had to bend your knees to see how long you can feel. Now, open up the backs of the knees. Puff out the backs of the knees so they feel nice and open, but you must keep the thighs drawn up, all right? And then keeping the ankles wide, ankles open, start to take the heels towards the floor whilst keeping the length through the back. Long, long, long pose. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Kneecaps lifted. Thighs firm, pulling your thighs back. Then relax the head. Breathe, pressing down into the fingers. You're going to come forwards, bend the knees, big toes together, lengthen yourself back. Rest the head down, relax the eyes, release the tongue. Okay, so this is Adho Mukha Virasana, the downward facing hero pose. And it's a really nice way to passively get the length through the upper body, through the armpits. If your bottom doesn't reach your heels, don't worry, just put a foam pad or a blanket or a block there. If you haven't got any of those things, press pause, go and grab a bath towel or a pillow and stick that between your bottom and your heels. But before you do that, press play again. Now look forwards and come up. So you felt, what you should have felt was a nice long sensation all the way up through the arms, both sides, not just one obviously. Okay, so now lean forwards again, get the weight into the hands, tuck the toes under, lift up through the hips, stretch up. Now the higher you lift your buttocks, the higher you can lift your thighs. And now I want you to lift the thighs so much that they lift the kneecaps up, right up to the hips. Kneecaps are being drawn right up. Okay, and you'll feel how the thighs have become tight. Yeah, and the knees look nice and long. From here, start to take the crease of the very top of the hip, where the hip meets the thigh, back, but don't lose the beautiful angle that you created between the thigh and the body. Try and maintain the tightness of the thighs, the work of the thighs, drawing the heels towards the floor. What's happened to the hands is the pressure still down in the hands. You might have to feel like you're lifting the shoulders up away from the floor a little bit to get that pressure again. But then lengthen up through the armpits, open the armpits more, and then press down, straight down into those hands. Relax the head, relax the eyes, release the tongue.
No pinching or tightness in the shoulders. If you need to rest, you bend the knees and you come out. Pressing down into the fingers, pressing down into the fronts of the hands. Working the arms strongly. And then bend the knees. Rest back. Take some breaths. Sitting the bottom on the heels. Adho Mukha Virasana. Downward facing hero pose.
Look forwards, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Toes under, lift up.
Stretch the heels. Long arms. Long legs. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears. And I'll count you down. 5, work the hips. 4, lift the side trunk. 3, tighten the kneecaps. Don't lock them, tighten them up so you're lifting your kneecaps towards the thighs. 2, press down into the hands, relax the face. 1, take some beautiful breaths. Nice relaxed ones. And exhale, bending the knees. Tuck the feet together, tuck the toes together, knees wide, stretch forwards. Rest the hands down. Have the arms coming directly forwards. Or if you wish, release the hands back by the sides of the body. Take some breaths. Place the hands down by the knees, fingers pointing forwards.
Look forwards, press into the hands, lift yourself up, bring the knees together, sit back up. Okay? Next pose, Sukhasana. So you can take a blanket, like this, and then cross the legs. Alright, sit tall, bring your hands to the knees, roll the shoulders back and lift the chest. Take the brick, place it behind you. Sit tall again. Breathe, place the hands behind you. Put the thumbs onto the brick, fingers either side of the brick, roll the shoulders back, lift up through the chest and just push the upper body forwards just a little bit so you feel nice and tall. And then release, change across to the legs. One side's always easier than the other. So just pull the buttock flesh out and back, make your buttock bones as level as you possibly can. If you need more height, get more height. Hands behind onto the brick. Again, thumbs touching the edges of the brick. Roll the shoulders back and lift the chest. If you've got really broad shoulders, take 2 bricks and put your hands on 2 bricks. Okay? Lift the chest, lift the chest. Relax the knees, notice how they want to come up. And then when you're ready, exhale, release. Okay? Now, we're going to fold forwards next. As we fold forwards, you can stay on your height, but know that your head isn't going to drop to the floor. You don't let it, so you bring a wooden brick in front to rest your head upon. It can be here, it can be here. You might find you can't get down to here. It can be here. Yes? So you've got different heights we can make. Otherwise, if it's just a case of coming forwards, you don't want to strain the knees. So you just use your hands to lift the body because we're lifting the body out of the hips and it's an action that we really need for our forward bends, okay? If you can sit flat on the floor, you can do that too. So I'm going to take away the foam pad, or the blanket actually, and put it down to one side.
Lift the chest, pull the buttock flesh out and back. Have the shins so that they're coming across the body and they're not pulled in too tight. So if I just remove those, you can see. Lift the chest, walk your hands forwards, get a good lift on the chest, and the first thing that you're going to do is you're just going to pop the head onto the brick. It's really soothing for a busy mind, and already we're introducing a forward bend. Relax the eyes, release the tongue. Inhale, come up. Now if that's really easy for you, okay, you can, from here, you can just turn the brick down. So you get rid of that one, you make it lower. So you find your space. Fold forwards again. We're going to do it 3 times. Being aware that your knees are comfortable. Stretching the arms forwards. And inhale, come up. Okay? Happy? Yeah? So now it's up to you. If that was too much, come back to here. And then you'll be happy in this state, feeling comfortable in your pose. If you want to take it that little bit further, folding deep from the hips, coiling from the hips, folding forwards, stretching forwards, extend the arms, so release the head down. Relax the eyes, release the tongue. And if your brain's going, when's you going to say come up? Just back off a little bit, just a little bit. And so you can breathe and you can feel the stretch, but your body goes, oh, thank you. Shoulders broad, back of the neck long. Inhale, come up, sit tall. Breathe up into the chest. Stretch the legs forwards. So clock the leg that's on the outside, okay? Because the leg that was on the outside is now going to come on the inside. So bend the legs up. This one's now coming on the inside. Breathe. Open the chest. Sit tall. Exhale, fold forwards. I know that one side is always different, so you can always bring that prop in again. Okay, so you can go back to being high. Relax the shoulders, relax the eyes, release the tongue. When you get there, you might think, I can go a little further today. Breathe. If you can go a little deeper, just ask yourself. And if the answer is maybe, you can try, but you can always back off and come back up again. Breath smooth and even. Weight still in the buttock bones so the knees aren't taking the strain. Inhale, come up. Walking yourself back. Sitting tall. Rolling the shoulders back. Shoulder blades move deep into the back. And then come to sit in Dandasana. So Dandasana is the staff pose. Danda means staff. Spread out the toes. Draw the legs back. Pull the buttock flesh back and sit tall. Now this is really hard. My thighs are working like crazy. Okay, so to take the pressure off the lower back, you take your foam pad or your blanket, if your hamstrings are particularly tight, and just sit up on it. Pull the buttock flesh out and back. And if you want, cheat number 2, it's not really a cheat. It's a help, it's an assist. Bricks either side. Now you can roll those shoulders back and use your arms to lift up through the chest. Press the legs down more and more. Keep pressing those legs down.
Breathe. Relax the eyes, release the tongue. And then release. So Janu Shirshasana, we're going to do on the floor, okay? So you can come off the foam pad or the blanket. Okay? And you're going to bend this leg back so that the heel comes in towards its own groin. Okay, can you see? It's not against this leg, the heel. The heel isn't. The sole of the foot faces up. And you can see the sole of the foot, and it runs along the inner edge of that thigh. Beyond the fingertips and lift and turn. Now you've got a belt nearby. So if you haven't got a belt, press pause, go get one. I'll get better at this, I promise. Take the belt and lasso your foot. Now the buttock bones should remain level, okay? Although the buttock flesh does move back a little. Hold the belt and lift up through the chest, spread out through the toes on the straight leg, press the straight leg down, pull the chest forwards, inhale, look up. Lifting and lengthening the spine. Breathe, so you're really feeling like you're going up. And then look forwards, release the belt and straighten the leg. So this is just to get an idea of warming up the hips. So let's do the second side. Bend back your left leg. Heel coming into its own groin. So this is the line of my thigh. Yeah, and you can see that my foot is following that line of the thigh, and I'm getting a good rotation. Don't upset the knees trying to get this. Know that this is a work in progress. Okay? This leg is nice and straight. Press the leg down. Bring the belt onto the foot. Roll the shoulders back and lift the chest. Shoulder blades deep into the back. Breathe. Look up. Look up. Lift the chest. Pressing the straight leg down. Exhale, look forwards. Release the belt. And as long as your buttock bones are in the same place, when you stretch this leg forwards, it shouldn't look like the leg is shorter. If the leg has just come shorter, you hotch your buttock bone back too far, so just know that. Okay? Now I'm going to do the next demonstration. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see, because this time we're doing the forward bend as well. Okay? So if I turn this way, there we go. Toes along, legs are straight, buttock flesh is pulled out. Alright, so now you're going to bend your leg back. We'll start with the right leg, okay? And we'll bend that leg back. Now you can see the different angle here now. Turn the body, turn the hips. Take your belt if you need it. And lasso it around the heel. Now we're trying to keep this leg nice and straight, and you lift up through the chest. Pull the chest forwards. Get the shoulder blades move deep into the back. Look up, and then exhale, fold forwards. If you can take the foot, take the foot. Now here again, we lift up and lengthen. Widen the elbows, widen the shoulders. Keep the legs straight. Turning the body towards that straight leg more and more and more. Release the head down. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't reach the leg. Know that we're taking the head down towards the leg, not bringing the leg up towards the head. Level the shoulders. Turning the navel towards that straight leg more and more. Inhale, look forwards and up. Lift the chest. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Sit tall. And then straighten the leg. Open up the chest.
Roll the shoulders back, press and grip, so press the legs down or grip the hips together. Back to Dandasana, okay? So this is like the Tadasana, the standing of the seated poses. There we go, it's easy. So now, bring the left leg back, bring the heel into its own groin, and keep this straight leg drawing back. So from the knee, right back into the hip. Keep that connection there. Inner knee to big toe, keep that connection there. Be on the fingertips, turn towards the straight leg. If you need your belt, what you have to do is you have to lasso that foot. Lift the chest. Relax the eyes, release the tongue, look directly forwards. Lengthen both sides of the body. Now lift the chest and look up, and fold, gaze up. If you can take the foot, take the foot. Inhale, lift the chest again. Widen the elbows. Exhale, fold forwards. Turning the navel towards the straight leg. When you get to your maximum, release the head down. Relax the eyes and release the tongue. Breathe. Widening the shoulders, widening the elbows. Inhale, look forwards, extend, lift and lengthen. Exhale. Release the hands, inhale, come up. Sit tall and straighten the legs. Grip the legs together. Open up the backs of the knees. Press the legs down. Okay? And do it again. Just one more time. Alright, so now you know what you're doing. Bend back that right leg. Be kind to the knee, make sure there's no pain in the knee. If there's discomfort in the knee, sit yourself up on a height. So release the leg. Don't ever try and grab your props in poses. It's a very daft thing to do. You can sit yourself up on a foam pad like this. Okay? And that should be more comfortable on the knee. If the knee is hovering, then take another blanket or a foam pad. Okay, I haven't got my other blanket or my foam pad, but fortunately, just out of view, I have another one. So I've got another blanket here, and I love blankets because they can roll up, they can do many things, they're very versatile. And if you get cold, you can always put it over as a bedspread at night. There you go. Now, this is comfy. This is too comfy for me. So we're aiming to have the knee as low as it will happily rest. So it's very happy for me to be here, and it's also very happy for me to be on the floor, okay? Turn the body, turn the hips, turn the trunk. So the hips turn this way, and we're keeping the hips nice and level. Turn the navel. Those of you that don't need the belt, you can now think about the pose without using a prop. If you need the belt, please use the belt. It helps you achieve the pose much more quickly. Raise the arms up, stretch up, fold forwards, take the foot. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Relax the eyes, release the tongue, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Levelizing the body. Breathe. Lift the elbows, shoulders back, neck nice and long. Even if you're up that little bit higher, still keep the shoulders broad, legs connected. Yeah? Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, hands to support. So place the hands on the floor, inhale, sit tall, legs back together. Pull the buttock flesh out and back, draw the inner legs back, relax the abdomen, lift the spine.
Bend back the left leg. Legs strong. Turn the body towards a straight leg. And then inhale, raise the arms up if you're not using the belt. Stretch up. Fold forwards, looking forwards towards that foot. Inhale, extend. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Relax the eyes, release the tongue. Shoulders away from the ears. Breath smooth. Using supports where needed. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale. Inhale, hands to either side of the body, press into the fingertips, sit back up, and then legs forwards again. Sit tall. So we're aiming to sit without pushing forwards too much. So we want to lift up and get the body to sit in Dandasana, head directly forwards. So we're not overworking the lumbar spine and the pelvic region, okay? Next pose. We've got Triangulaka Ekapada Paschimottanasana. And when I first learned that, it's my favourite thing to say. Triangulaka Ekapada Paschimottanasana. We've just done Janu Sirsasana. Janu Sirsasana is head to knee pose. Triangulaka Ekapada Paschimottanasana is the three-limbed face down pose, forward bend. Paschimottanasana is the intense west stretch. Okay, so sit up on height. Foam pad is fine, blanket is fine. You're going to bend back your right leg. Little toe on the floor, big toe on the floor, foot coming directly forwards. Sit evenly. Okay? Stretch the leg forwards. And if you need more height, if it's uncomfortable on the knee, you can sit on 2 foam pads. Yeah? I will turn sideways so that you can see from the side again. Oh, I'm going to go this way, so I'm going the same way each time. And the leg bends back like so. Very easy. Okay? Sit tall. Lift the chest. Relax the shoulders. Again, you can lasso the belt around the foot. Inhale, raise the arms up, stretch up. I apologise if my arms have gone out of view, just. And then exhale, fold forwards, take the foot. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Relax the eyes, release the tongue. Breathe. Inhale, look forwards. Release the hands either side. Inhale, come up. Change legs. So stretch the right leg forwards. Drawing up the kneecaps, gripping the thighs together. Bend the left leg back. Being aware that your legs aren't the same, so your knees will respond differently. Okay? Sit tall. With an inhale, raise the arms up, stretch up. Lift up, exhale, fold forwards, take the foot. Inhale, extend, lift and lengthen, look up, drawing the straight leg back. So we're not trying to do the fold so much from the back, but we're trying to get the legs to engage, to get the hips to do the rotation. Yeah? And then exhale, fold. Resting the head down, relaxing the eyes, releasing the tongue. You feel that the hamstrings are stretching. Keep the kneecaps tightened. Levelize the pelvis. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale. Hands either side of the body. Being on the fingertips, sit tall. Stretch the left leg forwards.
First side again. Raise the arms up, stretch up. Exhale, fold forwards, take the foot. Inhale, lift the chest, widen the shoulders. Exhale, fold. Head coming down towards the leg. Breath smooth and even. Left hand holding the right wrist if you can manage it, otherwise taking the thumbs onto the foot. So the thumbs are past the front of the foot and coming around the back edge onto the sole of the foot. Inhale, look forwards. Lift up. Exhale. Hands to either side of the hips. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, release. Stretching that right leg forwards. Bending the left leg back. Raise the arms up, stretch up, lift up. Lengthen the spine. Drawing that straight leg in, tighten the thigh. Exhale, fold forwards, taking the foot. Inhale, extend. Lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Relax through the abdomen. Keep that thigh working like crazy. You can feel a nice warming of the thigh, working those muscles. Breathe, folding over the straight leg. Relax the eyes, release the tongue. Head is rested down. Inhale, look forwards. Extend, lift and lengthen. Exhale. Hands either side of the body. Press down into the fingertips, lift up through the spine, and then straighten the leg forwards. Breathe. Grip the legs together. Pull the buttock flesh out and back. Lift up through the chest. Dandasana. We're going to go on and do Marishasana 1 now. So I'm going to bend up my left leg. And it's the forward bend only. So you might need to sit up on a foam pad or 2 foam pads. And this bent leg is a standing foot. So you want to be able to get a good amount of pressure down through there. The heel is in line with the butt bone. Okay? You can take your belt and you can lasso the foot. And inhale, lift the chest, press the straight leg down, and then exhale, fold forwards, wriggle your hands down the belt and just see where you get to, or you might be able to take the foot. So that's the first indicator as to how well the hamstrings lengthen. Okay? Don't worry if you can't reach the foot, because yoga is about where you can get to, not what you can do. It's not a performance, it's a practice. Okay, so here we're holding the foot, we're standing into the other foot, and we're either holding the foot with our fingers or with our belt, but we're making a connection with the foot. Alright, and just have a look and see whether your armpit is past the front of your knee. Okay, that's all you need to do. Then from there, release the hands, sit tall, look up, and then stretch the leg forwards. And we'll do the same on the other side. Okay, so bend up your right leg, heel is coming in line with the buttock, okay, in line with the buttock bone, and then take the belt, lasso the foot, hold the belt with 2 hands, lift the chest, look up and stand into this other foot, stand into it, exhale, fold, creeping the hands down the belt and just seeing where the hands land. If you can take the foot, take the thumbs past the front edge of the foot as well. Lengthen, and then again just clock. Can you get your armpit, this is where my armpit is, in front of the shin here, this is the shin. And then inhale, come up, and exhale. Now you have 2 choices. You can go again this way, just holding the foot. Alternatively, you take the belt, and you bring it around your back. So loop the belt so it comes on the inner edge of the crease of the thigh and then around your back. Okay, so I've stayed with my right leg so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so then we exhale, fold forwards towards the foot, and then we wrap the arm around the front of the shin and see if we can find that belt. There we go. And we take the hand, we can find the belt this side, look, it's already here. So we take the belt and we wiggle our hands around and see if they can bind. And if they can't, don't worry, and we fold forwards. If they can bind, left hand, sorry, if it's the right leg that's bent up, right hand holds the left wrist, lift and lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, look forwards, releasing the hands, letting go of the belt. Inhale, sit up. Stretch the right leg forwards. Do the same on the second side. Heel in line with the buttock bone, sit tall. Take the belt, and I've just tucked the belt into the crease of the hip so I can find it when I go around to search. And the belt is coming here and it's across, so I've made this nice loop. I know where the belt is. Bring the left hand up to the left leg that's bent. If it's the right leg, it's the right leg that's bent. On the inside edge of that bent leg. Left hand, inside edge, left leg. Turn the thumb down, wrap the arm around the shin. If it doesn't go, just keep going forwards. Right hand comes around to bind, or comes around to hold the belt, and creeps around until you find the hands. Inhale into the chest, lengthen. Exhale, fold. That creaky noise is my foot sliding on the floor, by the way. Rest the head down, being mindful of the back, so you're not over pulling in the lower back, drawing the straight leg up, relaxing the eyes and releasing the tongue. Inhale, look forwards, extend, releasing the hands, press into the fingertips, sit tall. Okay, and then release the leg. So if I demonstrate from behind, you can see what goes on with the backs of the hands, with the clasp, I hope. Right. So we're here. Okay, I apologise for having my back to you. You're going to bend up the leg, lift the chest. We bent up the left leg. Okay, if you've done the right, that's fine. Just bend up the left, change it. Sit tall, stretch your left arm up. Exhale, fold forwards towards the inner edge of the right foot, and the thumb will be facing up. Turn the thumb down, wrap it around the front of the shin, palm facing out. Stretch the right arm forwards, or grabbing the belt. Stretch the right arm forwards, take the thumb down towards the floor, wrap the arm around the back, and my left hand is ready to grab the right wrist. Inhale, lift and lengthen, extend. Exhale, fold forwards over that straight leg. Breathe. Inhale, look forwards. Open the chest. Exhale. Release the hands. Inhale, come up. Sit tall. Stretch the left leg forwards. Bend up the right leg. Lift the chest. Place the left hand on the outside edge of the left thigh. Stretch the right arm up. Exhale, fold forwards on the inside edge of that right leg. Turn the thumb down. Wrap the arm around the front of the shin, rolling the inner elbow down towards the floor and then back on itself to roll the bicep around. Palm faces out. Take the left hand, stretch it forwards, turn the thumb down, and wrap it around again. And you'll feel, if you allow the arms to stretch out, you'll feel the shoulders broaden, the collarbones open. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forwards over that straight leg. Abdomen soft. Standing legs strong. Hips level. Breathe. Relax the eyes and release the tongue. Inhale, look forwards, extend, lift and lengthen. Release the hands, come up over the shin, place the hands down, Lift the chest, sit tall, stretch the legs forwards in Dandasana. Okay? Keep breathing. I'll spin around. We've got Paschimottanasana. So it's a forward bend. Thighs roll in. Knees draw up. Thigh muscles draw up. Press the heels down so that the heels aren't lifted off the floor. Raise the arms up, stretch up. Exhale, fold forwards. If you can't reach your feet, use the belt. Lasso your feet. And lift the chest. And then start to go forwards. Yeah? If you can reach your feet, take the feet. Inhale, lift the chest and go forwards. Lifting the elbows, drawing the shoulders back, going forwards more and more and more and more and more. Admiring your toes, okay? And then release the head down, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Legs firm. Inhale, look forwards, extend, lift and lengthen. Look up. Hands to the sides of the waist. Inhale, sit tall. Grip the legs together, soften the spine. Soften the spine. Lift the spine. Soften the abdomen. Breathe. Okay, I'll demonstrate from the side. So we're sitting up on a height. I've got my blanket. Okay, if the hamstrings are tight, then you need to not overwork these poses. You need to just sit up and just go, oh, what a lovely Dandasana. Yeah? Lift the chest, lift the chest, lift the chest. Raise the arms, stretch up. Front and back of the body. And then exhale, fold forwards, take the feet. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Now as you fold, allow the body to soften. Relax the eyes, release the tongue. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Tightening the kneecaps. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale. Hands to waist, hands to either side of the hips. Inhale, come up. Take a couple of breaths. And then release. Okay, we'll do a very gentle twist now. I'm hoping you'll be able to see. Just a reclining twist. So the legs, they're bent like this, okay? And your arms, they stretch out. And we're going to do it just a little bit. That's it. Okay? Okay, and then quietly allow the legs to go over to the right hand side. So just very gently stretching the left arm back, stretching through to the left knee. Breath up into the chest and come back to center. Second side, legs over to the left. Shoulder of the right side down. Come back to center. Over to the right. And if you wish to turn your head to the left, you can. And come back to center. Very good for the neck muscles. Take the knees over to the left. Turning the head to the right if you wish. And come back to center. Cuddle one knee in towards the chest. Release. Cuddle the second knee in towards the chest. And release. And then both knees in towards the chest. Squeeze the knees together. Abdomen soft, breath smooth, and then release the legs down. So just hold the knees, let the knees go to where they want to go, and then release the legs down, okay? You can turn the palms up, and then gently stretch those legs away for your Shavasana. Palms face up. Tuck the shoulder blades deep into the back. Putting a cloth or a pillow underneath the back of your head if it feels like it's being thrown back. And if you pull that blanket or the block, foam pad, so that it supports the neck completely. I'm hoping you can see that, but my throat doesn't feel congested. And then you tuck the shoulder blades in again. If the lower back is uncomfortable, bend up the legs, okay? And just rest the lower back like that, taking the feet out, or put a support underneath the back of the legs, all right? So you can use a rolled blanket, you can use a pillow. Just pop that down underneath the backs of the legs, like so. And you check your lower back again, because this practice is meant to be a loving, caring practice, not a break yourself practice. It's not good. Opening the chest, relaxing the eyes, releasing the tongue. Quietly close the eyes. And allow the breath to come completely soft here. Okay, so as you lie down, make sure that you're comfortable. And adjust yourself where necessary. So I'm just turning around, so I'm lying completely on my mat. My palms are facing up. Fingers are gently curled. And allow the breath to soften completely. Relax the eyes. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Release the lower jaw. Breathe. Relax the facial muscles. Relax the abdomen. Allow the legs to feel heavy. Breathe. Let go completely. Smooth breath. Rest back completely. Relax the eyes. Release the tongue. Release the face. Let go completely. When it's time to come up, rest the hands on the abdomen, rolling the thighs in one at a time, bend up the legs. If you need to cuddle the knees in close, then do so. Allow the spine to be long. Support the head with the right hand, palm facing up. Roll onto your right side as if you're rolling over in bed. Rest the left arm. Press the left hand onto the floor. Look down, pressing with the left hand. Place the right hand on the floor and come to Sukhasana. Bring the hands to Namaskarasana. Take a few deeper inhalations. As you inhale, inhale up along the spine. Exhale, relax the skin across the shoulders. Be grateful for this thing called yoga, where we get to know ourselves. Get to know our bodies. Get to know our inner self. Bow the head to the heart, so it becomes quietened to the wisdom of the heart. Allow the love of the heart to receive the head, the brain, the mind. Breathe. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Thank you. Thank you.
Have a super day.